Okay, we are live. Hold on, I'm just making sure that the YouTube one goes live as well. As I'm a little nervous that it's not the right. Hold on, because like I just updated this, so I'm just okay. So it does say we're live. Okay, cool, cool. We're here. We're live. It's cool, guys. It's about to be NaNoWriMo. And I'm not really sure how many of you guys are going to be participating in tonight because it is so late and because I wanted to do it like I wanted 10 minutes left in Preptober and then for Eastern Standard Time at least. I know in some other different places it's already NaNoWriMo for you guys, which is really cool and you guys could totally participate with the writing process and different things, or like the writing sprints when they do start happening. We are doing a writing sprint directly at midnight. We have 10 minutes of talking and chatting, and then we're going to jump into that first writing sprint. And then I think we might stream for an hour or so to get like an hour worth of words. I will probably end up muting myself because I do write with music. I try to find a song and I write with it. So if you guys do find me muted, I will have the timer on the screen and also a banner saying it's the first writing sprint or the second writing sprint and stuff like that. That way it's a little bit easier for you guys to follow. But Nano Preptober is like over, and I'm going to open up my NaNoWriMo because I've yet to do it today, and it's like NaNoWriMo time, so I like totally need to do that. There's a few other prep things I still have to do though, which I'll have to do during NaNoWriMo now, is Kay Kavanaugh's video where she writes these messages to yourself that I wanted to do, and then also I want to do a sticky note board and putting all my chapters on like a wall. I'm gonna have one side be like one color be like revisions, and then one side not, and so I can check off revisions and stuff that way as well, because I have two different things going on this month. But I think having a visual and being able to pull things will be really nice, personally. I'm very curious to see how this all goes. I am planning on writing every day, and also, I didn't get my final Preptober video out. I might squeeze it in and try to get it out tomorrow. I would have to re-record it, but it might be a thing. And then it's just simply to sum up, I might change it and not be like a Preptober video, but also I have a daily vlog going up, so I don't think it will. Never mind. I just know that we do have a few more Nano live streams coming and other things that are going to be coming. I'm going to try to link them always in the down below. That way you guys can see it, and that way you guys can be a part of it, for you guys. Let's see here. I don't know how any of this stuff works anymore, and I mean that because they updated it all like so much. So I do need to go ahead and make my cover. So these are the things I still do for Preptober, which would normally be done by now. I make my cover. Because I always like to have a cover. It's just going to say Project Rampage on it, but I do like to have a cover. And then also I have my whole Scrivener file filled out, and also I have my Google Doc in case I ever write at work or something like that, and I don't have my laptop on me yet. Every single day going forward, because it's around time, I'm going to bring my laptop because I have a 30-minute lunch, so I could probably get some words in during that 30-minute. But also I might be writing with my mom, and we might try to find a time, as she's not really sure if she's doing NaNoWriMo or not. Okay, so if we just do, we go to this goal. How? Maybe it's because it's not like technically. Maybe I need to come back when we actually can do it. And then I'm gonna share that page, by the way, so we can look at the new NaNoWriMo site as it goes live. I'm so excited for this, guys. But yeah, so also I need to make playlists, and I also need to make Pinterest boards for my story. Those are the only things I need to do: inspiration boards and then playlists for Project Rampage. So I guess basically what I'm going to tell you about is my story that I'm going to be working on. I do have a somewhat short synopsis for it. It's about a man who's on death row who is finally being able to tell his story to a reporter, and you get to see the whole story play out. The prologue takes place in that moment. Without giving too many spoilers, I do have several videos on it, but I do think it has changed a lot from the initial announcement of Preptober in a month ago, which is so cool to think about. And it's just I'm very, very excited, guys. This is like one of the most exciting things I think that we're gonna be doing. This whole I love NaNoWriMo. so much. It makes me such a happy person this time of year. Like, I hate November with passion because I'm not a huge fan of Thanksgiving. I'm not a huge fan of Christmas. And so, like, holidays and stuff are just not my forte. And I think, I think that, yeah. Okay. And I think it makes a big difference. And I think NaNoWriMo really helps, and being able to divide, put all that stress into a story really, really helps as well. As like October is now over, or it's gonna be over in 5 minutes, which is just crazy as a Halloween. Happy Halloween, by the way. I was a sim. I was gonna show you my costume, but I was literally a sim, and it was life, and I loved it. But it only lasted for like an hour because it broke. So it was a fun life while it lasted, to say the least. And I don't know. I'm very, very excited. I'm gonna go ahead and share both those screens with the broadcast. Let's go ahead. Can application window. Oh, I didn't know I could actually share like my project rampage page. That's pretty cool. So that's one of them. I don't know if you can share. Oh, I don't want to share it now. I don't know if you can share more than one screen. Oh, you can't. Only one. So I guess while we wait, I'm gonna very quickly share right here. Which, if you guys don't know what this is, so this is my Why does it take up so much room? No, can we do the? Oh, interesting. And then that's just like the full thing. And yeah. So this right here, which I've never used this section before, is spoilers. This is like my manuscript for Scribner. This is how I set my Scribner file. I went through and added all the parts. My notes are very like put in places that I know. But for instance, part one has the moments of what makes that part important. And each chapter also has the moments. And if I'm not mistaken, each scene does not. So that's great. But it's very well planned out, which is really, really good. I really do enjoy that for that purpose. Also, if you guys did not know, I do have it right here. It does have 50,000 words. And obviously there's no words yet in the manuscript. I've also never written this way before. Where like I have everything planned out already, like chapter wise and scene wise. It's all here, which is a little weird for me, but I think it will help me drastically during like NaNoWriMo in particular. So we're gonna go ahead and stop sharing. We're 2 minutes out, guys. Oh my gosh, I'm freaking out. Okay. What other things can I tell you about that you guys have not heard? So I finished my outline. I finished it on the 25th of October, the 26th of October, a few days ago, like 6 or 7 days ago. And so I've had a very big break from it. Haven't really talked to anybody about it. It's been kind of like down low and chill, which I really do like, and I really do enjoy that matter of fact, just because I think overall it's going to help me personally able to really reflect on the story. I got to know some of the characters, not all the characters. What other things? I have read a few short stories that written in second person, and I've read some passages. I have some books, reference books and stuff that I could run back on if I have problems writing in second person. It's gonna take me a minute. It's not gonna be until like day 6 or 7 that like we're gonna be writing in first person, but still. Also, I'm daily vlogging, which is the first time ever I'm gonna be daily vlogging. Tomorrow's gonna be the first day of NaNoWriMo. It's gonna be uninteresting at all because we have this, and then I go to work, and I'm at work until 9. I'm from 9:30 to 6 by myself, so I'm listening to audiobooks. In which, that's a question I'm gonna ask the first day. If you guys want audiobooks or reading updates while during Nano, or if you guys just want story updates. Because I've watched Nano daily vlogs before, and I'll watch the ones that I like follow. But like honestly, I'm just not entirely sure on how they work, and I'm very excited. I do have story ideas or video ideas because, for like instance, there's certain weekends that I'm just so busy that I'm just not gonna have time to like be able to daily vlog those weekends. Oh, guys, calm down. Everyone needs to calm down. But it's NaNoWriMo. It's official. It's officially NaNoWriMo time. It's official. It's 12 o'clock, 12 a.m. right now. It is November 1st. We can start writing immediately. So first things first is I want to very quickly, before we start with the first time sprint, which I think our first sprint's going to be like 10 minutes or so. It's just to get your hands in the story. Have you guys started writing? I know some people start like 2 days early, which is so interesting to me, but I also completely understand. I'm gonna share my NaNoWriMo page, which is this one right here, because if we go back, I'm wondering if there's gonna be like a change. Where do I update my word count? How do you work, NaNoWriMo? It's midnight, Newfoundland, and NaNoWriMo has officially reached North America once more. Noveling branch, dear friends. Site is letting us log in. Let's see it slow and see where things go. Oh, I wonder if they're having problems. That would suck. Okay, if I go to my writing area, which is this Project Rampage, we have details and things like that. In which the details are this, in which we have more specific details. A man stayed on death row retells his story to a reporter of how he got there and why he was wrongly accused. And then I don't have an expert since I'm not writing until NaNo begins. Now I have a Pinterest board and a playlist for people who do want to go ahead and listen and stuff. But yeah, let's see here. Goals. So like we have the goal, which is right here. Oh, okay. So we have these two new buttons. They're brand new. I'm gonna click on them. So this is the total words or words in this session. I do wonder what the difference is. I'm very excited to play with it. And then we also have a timer over here. Oh, so it's actually like a timer. So like you time yourself. That's really cool. I like that idea. I use it all the time. NaNoWriMo was one of the first where I started to learn how to do writing sprints. So okay, cool. And this will update it. And then obviously then it tells you I really like this. This will tell you days straight, how many words and different things. I really, really do enjoy this. I enjoy all of this as well. And then there's a bar graph. Obviously, the bar graph can't be shown right now. Or I do wonder if it is the same graph, and instead of it being like a line going through, it's a bar. So I'll be playing with that as soon as we get words. And then these are for when I write. Either that or you haven't logged in when you write. Where I write. You don't know yet. I do wonder how I update some. How I feel. You close the book. Any chance you're writing a mystery? I don't know how. See, there's certain things here that I think are so cool, but I don't honestly know how we judge. Either way, guys. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna kind of freak out because honestly, and I mean this, we are about to start our first writing sprint, which I think the first writing sprint. If anybody joins in later on, they can help us decide. But for the moment, I think what we're going to do is we're going to start with a 10-minute writing sprint, as I think personally, or we'll do 11-11. I like that one. I see that one quite a bit. Yeah, no, I think this is right. It just looks weird. So, and then it will start and all out. I'll know, and I'll let you guys know. But yeah, so the way this works is I'm gonna very quickly come over here and we're gonna create a banner and first writing sprint, and every writing sprint will have a banner. And if you guys don't know, you guys have never been to a write-in for mine before because it was on a different channel. I do, however, we write for a certain amount of minutes, and then we talk for like 5 or 10 minutes, and then we write again, and we're going to do this until, like I said, 1 o'clock. We're only on for an hour and 10 minutes today, but the next writing set will probably be around 3 or so hours, so you best believe those are the days, because, I mean, technically, I don't need to post a daily vlog today because I streamed, but I'm going to because it's the first day of NaNo. I'm kind of freaking out. Speaking of vlogs, say hi if you want to the vlog because um, I am live and yay, we're about to start our first writing sprint. Let me know in the comments down below. Did you guys get to come? Are you guys going to rewatch later on? I love rewatching writing sprint videos. I best believe we'll be doing a lot of it during the month of NaNoWriMo. But guys, it is 12:05 and we're about to start this first writing sprint. I'm so excited. Sorry, had to very quickly, do a quick vlog thing. It's very important, I promise. Maybe not for you, but for me, it's important. I promise. Okay, very nice. I'm gonna just make sure. All right, you guys ready? I'm very, very much ready. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and click play. And there we go. Oh my gosh. Writing for the first time during NaNoWriMo 2018. Oh god. Not entirely sure how long I sat here while this was muted. Very sorry. It didn't go off. I don't know why. It didn't go off. Hold on. Let me very quickly just transfer me back to there. Yeah, this that's what it was. My computer is a is how do I change that? Oh, okay. So that's how you do it. My computer was muted, so it was muted. So we're just going to very quickly go ahead and delete that, as we're going to be moving on to our second writing sprint here very soon. How did you guys do? I personally I got, hold on, a total of 187 words. I did delete the first section. I'm writing a prologue. There's a prologue that leads into the story. And honestly, I'm not super happy with it. I'll definitely be tweaking it over the next couple of days until I get it right. But the prologue is not really associated with the beginning of the story. It's mostly just setting you guys up as a reader, so you guys know kind of what you're going into. As the book can be very distressing, and there could be trigger warnings and different things about that I just kind of maybe want to put out for you guys ahead of time, and it just kind of helps develop the story a little bit better. But it's something I can tweak throughout the whole entire NaNoWriMo month, and even further passes. I'm only supposed to be writing 50,000 words into this story. I know a lot of people, even people who go into Nano, who are like, okay, I'm going to finish my first draft. And that is great if you think you can, but this book, I think it's going to be around 100,000 K. I'm okay with settling around at 80 for that first draft, but I would love to write either 100 to 110 for the first draft. And I do realize that it's probably going to take me, I'm probably going to be working on it again during camp next year. And you know what? I'm okay with that, working on during April camp. Now in July, I do probably want to start on a different project, or continue editing, or trying to make certain things better to another project I've already worked on. As you know, I'm finishing revisions, the first set of revisions for my Elizabeth Snow, and that deadline is December 31st. And then also my deadline for my other project, Broken Boys, is December 31st. And so this project is being written, and we're writing 50,000 words in this month, and I'm writing another like 40 or 50,000 words next month. And so it's just a lot of repetitive like writing, but it's different stories. And I might have days where I want to write in Broken Boys, and I'll write in Broken Boys, and I'll write in this. I'll make sure I keep my words here, but I will maybe jump back and forth, especially on the long days, such as like 12-hour days. I do have 2 projects I could jump into, and I definitely will probably be using that. As personally, I do kind of want to write until the end of the month, and if I hit that 50,000 words on like the 20th or something like that, I might not feel obligated to continue working, and so I might not put this one as a top priority during 10K write-a-thons or something like that. I'll make sure I get my words in, and then I'll move on to a different project, such as a revision or something, and which I think is really interesting. I don't know when that last writing sprint was over. We're gonna say at 12:25 we'll do another writing sprint. But I did very quickly. I'm gonna go ahead and stop sharing that screen. I'm gonna share NaNoWriMo's screen so we can go ahead and type in the first set of words together, because that's like a big moment, and I'm very excited to do it. So like I said, I got a total of 187 words, and so we're going to write that into our project. And we're going to do words for the session, as I'm not entirely sure kind of words overall. So this is like the graph, and this is like the reaching point of that graph. Once again, I'm not really sure what the bar graph is for. And I'm sure this stuff, on average, you write 187 words. Yeah, so I'm very curious to see how this stuff plays out. But that's just a little bit of an idea of kind of what you guys are looking at. I do like how they have the words needed today. I think that's something that NaNoWriMo has always had, obviously. But I think it's something, just give you a heads up, we're going to jump into a different screen as I'm going to pull up timers again. But I think it's something that I'm happy that they front-loaded. Like, they're like, hey, this is how much you need to be able to continue forward, as I think it's very important, and it does make me very happy. that it's a front runner on their website, because not everybody, like I have in my Scrivener file, because I didn't know the website would have that. I have a word tracker. You know, my goal is 1,676, 1,667 words. Who knows? By 1 o'clock, I mean, we probably have time for one or two more writing sprints. By 1 o'clock, I could be halfway to that goal. And so I could be writing more than that today. Who knows? You know, and I think that is very important to realize. And I think it's important for me to realize that these are things to know and to, yeah, it's just something to realize. It's also crazy that by day 6 we're already at 10,000 words, like with like yeah, it's just insane. Either way, yeah, I'm very excited to jump into the actual story. I do need to go back to my outline though before we get started, so I'm gonna do that while we talk, as having a little bit of a problem here remembering kind of what we're doing. Okay. uh So it's just a generalistic article that I'm rewriting, which is really interesting because the story is told through multimedia person thing, where it's told through several different types of multimedia. And then also we have direct, and to the point where I was like possibly going to be writing, trying to figure out how to make like an article or pages and stuff to make it more realistic for the reader for my betas, so they would understand kind of what I was going for when I'm trying to sell it. But I don't know how to do that, and I'm sure I'll probably end up looking it up at some point during NaNo. But for now, we're just going to write them as they are supposed to be pointed out. As it does kind of, I want it to be more web pagey, like more graphic, like. And then the story starts, and then we jump back, and then the story starts, and then we jump back, and so it's a lot back and forth. It's told through several different time periods. I'm very excited about the story, and yeah, we have 1 minute, by the way, until we jump into, when we hit 35 minutes, we're going to jump into that second writing sprint, and you best believe I'm very, very excited for this. I think for this writing sprint, as the last writing sprint kind of got our foot a little into it with 11:11, we'll probably do like 23:46 or something like that. I kind of like that. We're going to do 23:46. It's so weird. Oh gosh. 23:46. Very, very nice. Very good. My alarm is turned on, and we're going to go ahead and put that up because we're going to do our second writing sprint. I'm very, very excited for it. Oh my gosh, am I excited for it? And yeah, so let's go ahead and pull up this right here, which is already all set up for you, for us. Do you guys like that better because there's only one person? Or do you guys like, I think I like better. I was like, I don't know. I kind of enjoy it. But then again, I lean so much this way that like my face just like can be like covered, which is probably not a bad thing. We'll play around with it. For now, we'll just do it this way. And there's also like the way where we can just make it like fully big in case, because my face isn't here. But I feel like you guys want to see me. Oh, we are totally past 25-minute mark. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and hit play. And okay, so it has started our second writing sprint of NaNoWriMo. It's 25 minutes into NaNoWriMo, guys. I'm gonna freak you out about this all day. All right, we're gonna go ahead and hit the mute button, and I hope you guys enjoy this second writing sprint. Oh, okay. Well, this song goes on for a very long time, and it's mostly not actual singing. All right, so how well did I do that time? That's a good question. I think I was starting with part one, 653 words I got. Not the greatest. I'm still going back, and I'm still kind of like I don't know, like constructing like that first. There's something about the beginning chapters. Like once we get into the story, the nitty gritty stuff, I think I'm gonna be okay and be able to not go back and analyze too much about it. Chat. I mean, final sprint. Okay. We have one more sprint that we're gonna do. We're gonna do it, and it's gonna be a last like 10 minute sprint. We're gonna go a little over 1 o'clock, but you understand the point. And it's gonna be like 10 minutes, and so we're gonna start in 5 minutes, by the way. So it's a 5 minute intermission to just have a good chat. But yeah, I think personally, if I'm being honest with you, I I'm still having a hard time. Beginning of stories has always been really tough for me. I either write them completely blank and I just go in, and sometimes it works out better. Or if I plan stuff out like this, sometimes it comes out of me like mega fast, or sometimes it takes a long time. And because the way the story is set up, and then it's set up in 10 parts, and the way it works and different things like that. With part one, I have to this first article. I'm sure I'll go back and I'll revise like 5 or 6 times before I even decide that's the first article. The same thing with the prologue. I just found a huge thing, and I missed a whole bunch of major things. I wanted to make sure that was a part of this first prologue, and so I'll have to go back and I'll revise that. And then we also have, I just was going through and trying to make sure that I understand the beginning of the story, because these are characters that you're meeting for the first time. Now, with that prologue, you have an intention of like, okay, so this is our main character, and that type of thing. But this is the first time we're really getting to see them, and I made sure in my beginner's notes, I had like an idea, and so I need to make sure that the first like little bit of this idea is translated really well onto that first scene. And so I'm going back right now currently, which I'll probably do for the rest of this time, is going back and adding to that section to make it seem a little bit more not so innocent. Not that they are like super innocent, to be honest with you. It's just it's yeah, I guess that's the best way. Is just not to have them be as innocent is a personal thing, I guess. And there's a way. I don't know. I'm not really sure, but I'm very, very excited overall. And I think overall as well. I have written 840 words, and that is towards my goal entirely, which is it's just really cool. I'm gonna go ahead, and I think overall we're gonna do it for total words, and it's gonna be 800 and hold on, 840 words. And it's going to go back and forth, especially for this first little bit. And that is just simply, I'm past the halfway mark, or we're about to be on the halfway mark for today's, to be able to reach that goal, which is just really, really cool. Bar graphs are starting to show up a little. And it's really cool, to be able to see. I don't know where I was going with that. I had an idea, but then I saw bar graphs and it was really fun and really cool. But yeah, it's going to go back and forth, especially for this first view. Like once we get into this first section, then we're going to get moving along. But I think for every section, I think every time we start a whole new part of this story, I'm going to kind of feel myself kind of splinter away and having to revise that first little chapter or something like that, as they are so important, the right beginnings of stories over and over again. And so it's very important. And also the second person sections, which won't start until much later. Let's see here. The first part is 7 to 8,000 words. The second part is, so it will be probably on day like 6 or 7, by November 7th or 8th, I will have to go back and I'll venture back into, um, you know, I'll have that first thing. I have to my 10. I'll be writing my first or second person thing. Hopefully, I can probably do a short story by then. I kind of want to do one just to play around with it. That was the thing that was most advised with me. So maybe I'll do like a writing prompt or something like that, something really fun. But anyway, guys, we're going to start our last sprint of the night. It is a 10-10 sprint, but it's our final sprint. And that's simply because it is just really late at night. It's 12:55. I thank you for anybody who have stayed up with me, to this point. And yeah, I'll come back. Obviously, we're about to start it, and then I'll come back and we'll talk a little, and then I'll say my goodbyes, and then I'll see you guys all tomorrow with the vlog, which will either go up early in the morning, like around like 1 or 2 ish, or really late at night around like 11 to 12 ish. Depends on what I'm doing that day. Will determine on when the vlog will go up. Just to let you know. All right, let's go ahead and get started. All right, so we have, like I said, exactly 10 seconds. You guys are about 10 seconds ahead of me or behind me, or maybe 5 seconds. So, yeah, it's good to know. But I'm going to go ahead and mute myself. Oh, hold on. Pausing. Cool. Okay. I'm going to remove it. There we go. So, guys, that is the live. Let's figure out how much I wrote. So, I guess we could. I'm at like 400 words or so. And I was going, like I said, back and forth and teeter-tottering between, I don't even know what I'm trying to think of. It's like teeter-tottering stuff, like, going back and forth. That's just the answer, is going back and forth. Yeah, so I had so much fun with this live stream. Honestly, it is really fun to come on and just chat and just be able to write with you guys. I'm very excited to be able to be, in the next few days, like next week's or 2 weeks or so, we'll be in a different location where the green screen wouldn't be behind us. I'm very excited for that as well. But that's not the important part here. The important part is I'm going to update my NaNoWriMo page with my current goal, which is 1,162. That's crazy. That I already have that many words in this project. 1,062, right? Is that what I said? For 162. We're very close. I can tell you exactly how many more words I need for today. I need 505 more words. That's less than 1,000. And I'm very, very, very excited to kind of, just to see where it is. We do have some new things. December 13th is the date that I'll finish and things like that. I've written for 1 day straight. The goal is to write every single day. And that's what I mean. And I really just want to make sure that I do that. And to be able to do that, I think I'm going to teeter-totter between different projects. And I like the idea that I've never done it before. I think NaNoWriMo is probably the worst place to do it. But that's what we're doing. But guys, we'll talk for 2 more minutes. We'll go for an hour and 20 minutes. And is that me? Or is it upstairs? Oof, creepy noises are creepy. But I had so much fun at this live write-in. Like I said, I'm very excited to finally get to kind of devour these characters a little. I am going to continue writing once we get off here, which makes me kind of feel like maybe I should just, we just continue to write until I finish this scene. But that I might only need like 5 minutes. Or I might need 10 minutes. I don't really know. So I'm just going to end the broadcast, But if you guys enjoyed writing, let me know in the chat or in the comments, more like the comments since we're getting off here. Let me know in the comments down below. That way I know to prioritize them. If I'm not mistaken, I think I have 2 or 3 days in NaNoWriMo month and then the month of NaNoWriMo that I'm partaking in. But there's so many people who are doing like live write-ins that even if I'm not live, somebody else is live, and I'm probably in their chat. At least I'm gonna try to attend as many as possible, as much as I can. I only work 3 days out of the week, so I can attend quite a few, but I do have other things, videos and things like that. And so yeah, so I think, yeah, I'm just really, really excited to be nanoing again. It's been so long, and I'm just ecstatic. But guys, if you enjoyed this, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button. If you've not subscribed yet, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I will normally announce these a little bit earlier. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I will be announcing them, like, I'm gonna try to get them all up within the next few days or so. They'll be in a playlist, in my NaNoWriMo playlist. Also in the coming up live streams playlist, which should be broadcasted right to you guys when you guys click on my page. And that way you guys can know, and that way you guys put the reminder on. I always like knowing, especially for people who go, so far into advance, as some of these are going to be like, I have one on the last day of Nano. I have one, and different things like that. Or like the day before. I don't actually think it's the last day of NaNoWriMo. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed. And of course, like I said, I am daily vlogging this whole month. So if you guys want to be a part of that, go ahead and subscribe button again. Even if it's not for the live streams, maybe it's because you want to see more of me or you want to see how the project develops. That's the perfect way to do it. All right, so if you guys enjoyed it, please give me a big fat thumbs up. Or if you guys enjoyed today's thing, thumbs up. Comment down below. Let me know how you are doing during this NaNoWriMo. And of course, if you do want to follow my NaNoWriMo page, I don't actually. Oh, profile. Okay, I will put my profile obviously in the link down below. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys very soon. Thank you for joining.